My name is Kane McErvale and I'm General Manager of the Verve Portraits group in Australia. We run a chain of photography studios across Australia, family photography studios and boudoir photography studios. And we've been running the business for about 20 years. I had been doing a bit of research on finding a business to work with that was going to be able to help us with Salesforce. As a new business coming into Salesforce, you know, it can be a bit overwhelming when you don't know the platform because it's a beast. So I spoke to a number of Salesforce specialist consultants, and no one really stood out until I spoke to Lalit from Melonleaf. I really liked, he was very approachable, great communication style, and I just felt like that could be a really good fit for us. And we were in desperate need of some expertise in Salesforce to hold our hand and guide us through that process as we implemented it into our business. So Melonleaf have been really helpful in building and maintaining processes within Salesforce. It's quite a complex setup that we have. With the way that we use Salesforce is not so much sort of out of the box. So we have a lot of custom objects and a lot of automations, many automations, some of which are quite complex. So Melonleaf were able to firstly find out what the objectives were for each of those automations and then sort of engineer them. So build them. Once we've discussed what was required and what the business outcomes were, Melonleaf would map them out and then build them in Salesforce, and of course test them, implement them, and that's been pretty much in the years that we've been working together now. That's been ongoing right through, and it's great to work with a partner, and I sort of see my team at Melonleaf as a part of my business, a part of my own team onshore. It's great to be able to have somebody there to be able to hold our hand through that, particularly in a platform we don't know a lot about, or we're learning a lot about. I know a lot more about it now than I did when we first started, thanks to the learning that I've had from dealing with Melonleaf. We meet 3 times a week and discuss all the projects that they're working on. And through doing that, I've learned a lot. And of course, they've learned a lot about my business as well. Yes, I do. I think it's been very much a collaboration. I mentioned that I really see my team at Melonleaf as an extension of my onshore team here in Australia. They understand my business now because we meet so often and we discuss the problems in the business and the objectives that we're trying to achieve. So it's really nice to be able to not have to go back to square one each time we need to talk about an issue that we're having, because they just understand our business, having been a part of it now for a number of years. So I've been really happy with the progression. I've been really happy with the learnings over that period of time. And I think as a result of the longevity of the partnership, we're now in a position where we can solve problems much more easily and quicker, which, as any business owner knows, that's key. You need to be able to have partners that you can rely on and trust to deliver and give you the right advice. I guess the thing that, and it's a difficult question to answer in some ways because I don't have anything to measure it against, because as I mentioned, Melonleaf was the business that I chose to work with after meeting with a few others. But I liked that everybody in our team, everybody that I've come into contact with at Melonleaf have been really personable, very friendly, good communication, and they really, I think they also see themselves as a part of our team. They care. I've never felt like we were a burden, no matter what the problem was that I put in front of them. I always felt like we were in it together, and that's been really great, because sometimes when there's a problem that you're not equipped to solve as a business owner, you kind of want to be able to delegate. You want to be able to hand the reins to somebody who has the skills and expertise to be able to fix it for you, and rely on them to do what they need, what you need them to do. So that has been fantastic. And as I said, I don't have anything to measure it against, but I'm very happy with the way that I work with my team. I would absolutely recommend Melonleaf for Salesforce implementations, and it's not just the implementations, it's the management and maintenance of that moving forward. They have such a great understanding. All of the consultants that I've dealt with at Melonleaf have such a great understanding of the platform. And I think, as I mentioned, I think for many business owners starting out with Salesforce, it can be quite overwhelming. So they will break it down for you. They will, you tell them what you need it to do, and they'll find a way to make it do what you need it to do. So for that reason, 100%. I've been working with my team at Melonleaf, and my team has changed as required over the period of time. We've brought different people in with different expertise. That's the other great thing about Melonleaf, is you're not stuck with one consultant with one set of expertise. If you need certain other specialized areas within Salesforce looked at and implemented, Lalit will bring somebody else into the team that can help with that. So that's awesome. It's so much better than just dealing with one single consultant, that is limited in their experience and knowledge. So 100% thumbs up from me. I'm still working with Melonleaf. I have been for a number of years, and will continue to do so.